Hi everyone, I am just going to do a quick video on baby must-haves, things that are non-negotiable baby products. And there's a lot of stuff out there, and in my opinion I feel like most of it is just not necessary. Everyone's babies are so different, obviously, so it's kind of funny to make a baby must-have list because my baby is probably so different from yours or whatever. I could not live without these products for my specific baby. You might agree, you might not agree. Here it is. So these first few items are in no particular order. A swaddle, but not just a swaddle with Velcro that can tightly wrap around your baby. You're gonna get a lot of swaddles as gifts at your baby shower or whatever, and they're so cute. And I got tons, but I never used any of them because Ren would just slip her arm out of a swaddle that was not like secured around her because she's just a little Houdini baby. For those first few months, we would swaddle her as tight as we could, still being able to reach my hand in comfortably is kind of the rule of thumb. So swaddle with Velcro, number one. Number two, when they're older and you do transition out of the swaddle, a sleep sack is so good. I use this weighted sleep sack, which maybe controversial, I don't know. It's a really awesome product though. It was on Shark Tank. The company's Dreamland Baby Co. And the weight has just been clinically proven to help your baby stay asleep longer, fall asleep faster. A transition into something with more comfort, some weight on you, makes sense to me. So the weighted sleep sack is awesome. If you don't do a weighted sleep sack, because some babies I know are so mobile at night, then the Kite Baby sleep sacks are so awesome too. They're not weighted, but they're so soft and do the same job as a weighted sleep sack. Rennie, come here! Rennie! Hi, Munchkin. What do we got here? We've got our thing. Say hi! That's a good trick. Ren is really good at unloading all the things in my drawers, so that's what she's gonna do. Okay, next. A portable sound machine. I tell people this might be actually my number one thing if I did have to list it, because this is like magic for babies. Because when they're in your womb, they're so used to the sound of blood rushing through your placenta or whatever. And so that constant sound is like a constant vacuum 24/7 for a baby. So once they're born, that's why a sound machine is so comforting for a baby. I say portable because we travel. So if you don't travel, get a Hatch sound machine or whatever, you can, do whatever. But one that is chargeable and then I can just take it out like this. It was like she would fall asleep anywhere. So we went to Hawaii when she was 3 months old. We would put her in her car seat if she needed to nap, cover it with my nursing cover, and then put the sound machine in there, and it was like she always fell asleep to it. So along with the sound machine, this is on Amazon. I will link everything below that I'm talking about too. Along with the sound machine and nursing cover, I got mine from Copper Pearl. Super cute peaches. Any nursing cover works. Lots on Amazon too, but this is the one I've used. Next is as far as pumping. So for the mamas, not for the baby, this is my recommendation for pumping. Of course you have your own pump that you set up and that works for you, but I loved having a hand pump, whether it's this medela hand pump or a haakaa, if you've heard of that. They don't have a pump, it's just a suction, and milk just flows. You can wear it under your shirt and you don't even have to touch it. Milk just flows, and it's really helpful for those very, very new moms who are still dealing with engorgement and all the things. It's nice to just in the car even just have milk going, and then you can put the cap on the haakaa and put it in your fridge or freezer or whatever you want to do. So, okay, last. A lot of people don't know about this, which blows my mind because this is such a good product. My pediatrician recommended this. It is the Gerber Good Start vitamin D and probiotic drops for a baby. I will put 5 drops of these into Ren's bottles once a day, and she did not have any stomach problems. So this is to prevent colic. I didn't know you could prevent colic. You can. So moms, you don't have to be like, oh, will my baby be colicky or not? You can literally prevent it. Just get this. And so it might not work. Maybe it's not 100% gonna work, but you might as well try. You have nothing to lose. And they get vitamin D too, which is, a baby needs vitamin, we all need vitamin D, so it's awesome. Also Amazon, I think also like Walmart and Target sell these. The best little addition to your baby routine life. Add this in the bottles, please. And if you don't do bottle feeding and you just nurse, you could, put a little bit on you so that they get some. If you're not a bottle feeder, I'm sure there's other ways to get this into your baby. So that's it for my baby necessities, like cannot live without products. Not very much. So obviously there's their bassinet, things like that. Other than the obvious things, the extra accessories that you don't know whether or not to buy, that is my whole list. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about things that aren't necessities, but they are nice to have. I would maybe say these are more like luxuries. Like if you're not being a total minimalist, these are really great products too. Not necessities, but nice to have. A baby carrier. Depending on your baby, this could be great. Carrier brands, this is just Amazon, which I do recommend just getting one that has clips and like clips on you like a nice sturdy backpack versus the baby wraps. The wraps are so cute and they're so fun when you have a newborn, but they just don't last that long. I don't think a baby above the age of like 6 months, like once they start getting more mobile and stuff, would like to be so wrapped tightly in a wrap. I think they'd squirm out of it, at least my baby would. So maybe if you're being a minimalist and you just want the same baby carrier throughout. Ren's shaking my tripod. So if you just want the same baby carrier throughout your whole first year with your baby, I would recommend just something like this on Amazon. The next thing I think is not a necessity for me is a Dock-A-Tot, or also a Snuggle Me Organic is the two brands. I had a Snuggle Me, which, yeah, so I used it, but I could live without it. It was just used when I wanted Ren to like sleep on the couch next to me or something, or on the floor or whatever. But since when I had Ren in there, she was so young, she couldn't roll or move anyways. And the Snuggle Me doesn't have like a pad on the bottom. This just pads on the sides. And so the difference between her laying in a Snuggle Me and laying on the floor weren't very drastic. Next thing is a changing table. I had a portable changing table when she was young, just because I travel so much. And once I stopped using that, once I moved, I used a foldable changing pad that went on the floor or my bed every single day for every change. It was the best product. I got it on Amazon. It was like $14 or something. It has a little pocket for diapers and then another pocket for like your creams and wipes and things like that. And then it just folded up and then it folded really tightly into my diaper bag. Okay, this also might be a necessity for me because I am super sentimental, very nostalgic type person, and I need to journal. If you're not a journaler, this is just a nice product to have, not a must-have. It's called the Promptly journals. Promptly because they give you prompts throughout your whole pregnancy. It starts with your first trimester and it goes all the way until they're 18 months old, and then you give it to them at the end, which hopefully I can keep this going for that long, but I have really filled this to the brim. So I have her footprints, I have all of the things from my pregnancy when she was born. That's the day she was born. These I put pictures in for all of her months, and it's just the best. So I have loved this one. That's her first haircut when I cut her bangs. So these are awesome. If you are a new mom, you maybe have not heard of this before and you're gonna think it's the weirdest thing in the world, because I did too, but it works. It's awesome. It's called the frida snotsucker. This is just like the picture. You put it up your baby's nose and you can suck the snot out, which it doesn't get to your mouth, obviously. There's a little membrane that stops it from getting all the way up. But this is seriously the only thing I have found that works to clear your baby's congestion and their runny nose. This is just the best way. It's gross, it's weird. Like, you might not be the type of person who can do this, but when your baby can't breathe that night, you'll do anything. So this is super awesome. Great thing. Okay, one more thing that I forgot to mention that is nice to have is a little baby bouncer. I got two, so one was given to me and then I'll put them here. The other one I bought from wherever, Amazon. This one was like more intense. It was like a full-on swing with all these different rhythms and music, which was a lot more hefty and big. And then this one that was given to me was so nice. It was just like very compact, very small. All it did was vibrate and I could bounce it with my foot if I wanted to. I brought that with me everywhere. I had it in the bathroom with me if I needed a shower, or brought it to grandma's house. That was really, really helpful to have. It clipped in, she napped in it all the time. I think the vibrations were soothing for her. And so it's also a lot cheaper than the big giant swing. So I would say that was a nice product to have. Last thing is, I'll just say something that I don't think is necessary at all. Like, not even a luxury. Totally misled on if I needed it or not. You might disagree, like I've said, you might love this. A boppy pillow. Through my whole first year with Ren, I have just nursed her with pillows or nothing, like, or even just my knee, because it's just, I don't know, it's so much easier. And so my experience with a boppy is that I would hear her crying in the middle of the night, get up, put the boppy on and try to get it to stay, and then try to pick her up out of her bassinet, and the boppy would just fall off me. And then I'm like juggling a boppy and a baby, and it just was not good. Maybe I like did not do it right, or I don't know. But it just was something that just was a hassle. So it's just something that I don't think was necessary for me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I've been thinking about doing it for a while because I do get a lot of questions about baby things, and bottom line, babies do not need much. And they just sleep and they need you, and that's pretty much it. So, and diapers. I hope you enjoyed this. I will leave links to all the things I've talked about below. Feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I also have an Amazon list that has all these products I've listed specifically on Amazon compiled into one list. I'll link that as well. If you are working on a registry right now, that'd be good to look into. Thanks for watching. Brittany, come here, Munchkin. Bye-bye.